Hi, this is your host, Woody Landeros. You're listening to Shut Up and Fail. Today I am here with photographer Jan. So in your words, can you tell us what you do?
All right, so I'm a photographer. I'm based in the IE. I try to expand a little bit to LA. I try to do some type of video work too, but I'm mainly just focused on photography.
Yeah. What type of things do you shoot?
I shoot portraits. Right now I'm trying to stay with clothing brands and stuff like
Nice.
that. So,
Yeah, I've tried to do the photography route, but I ended up just being more into video. I feel like that light always gets me.
right.
Especially with a lot of your outdoor shots, it feels like everything's correctly set up.
Yeah. I'm more of an outdoor photographer. I've done some type of studio work.
I saw you recently did some in-studio stuff, right?
Yeah.
It was with the masks, I believe?
No, it was
Or it was beanies. I think it was beanies. I'm
no,
not
it was
sure.
us. Was it with the girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was a little studio party we had going on. And like I said, I'm not really experienced in indoor studio type of work, but
Yeah.
I went in there. I didn't even have flash, but I was just using.
It looked clean.
Yeah.
Did you guys have window light or something?
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
It was all natural lighting.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Uh-huh.
See, I think it's a lot more impressive when someone can shoot. I mean, I might piss some people off, but I think it's a lot more impressive when people shoot outdoor because you're always battling a different setup.
Exactly.
For me, I have my studio in here, and it's always the same thing. I know my settings, I know my backdrop, I know what time I shoot, so I always book the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier for me, so I'm always appreciating outdoor artists.
Yeah.
What was that party for? Or just
That was just one of my buddies, Kevin. He just thought of the idea of making a little party, inviting all these models, and so we did that. I had some models that I previously worked with. They came through. It was just fun. We had a DJ. We were all just chilling, hanging out, taking pictures.
That's cool.
So yeah, that was pretty fun.
Dang. I couldn't believe. Just seeing some of your work. You not only do outdoors, but you do a lot of I would say concert style.
Right.
Right. You do different events and stuff. What are some of the events that you've done? I think I saw a few, 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. I've shot at a bunch of shows. It's mainly hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Recently I shot for Blueface. I was at a Shoreline Mafia show. Just rappers that are blowing up.
Yeah.
They're already big now, but yeah, I just get invited to these shows by either managers, artists that are opening up. They'll invite me, and I'll just stay till the main artist.
Yeah.
And I get my shots.
I think a lot of your work, just by seeing it, I see hip hop culture just embedded in it. It's just threaded through everything that you're doing. Yeah. And which will kind of bring me to a little thing that you told me about your Instagram handle. What's your Instagram handle again?
It's Ace of the Great.
So where did that come from? I know we're talking about. I know it's a photographer's fail too, but I want to kind of go left field and just ask where you grab that username from.
All right, so Ace of the Great. A lot of people ask me that. They're like, "What is Acer?" Or they'll say, "What is Acer?"
That's what I said.
First of all, no problem. Yeah, it's Acer. That was my tagging name in middle school, or actually elementary. My brother actually gave me that name. I'm from the hood, basically. I'm from Bloomington, so that was really big back in the days. And yeah, my name was Acer. I would tag that everywhere.
Man, so I don't know. Some of the viewers know this, and some of them don't. I used to toggle around with graffiti as well. Mm-hmm. I used to love it. I used to obsess over it. I used to write Kirsch, and it was just Kirsch art. I used to post up everywhere. I got caught by my school. It was so bad, man. It was so bad. But I used to love it. Just the feeling of having a crank in your hand or having a spray can. I recently got hired to do a legal job, and it felt good knowing that you can do art and you can get paid for the things,
Yeah.
and you don't have
Yeah.
to be like vandalizing, you have to doing any of that stuff. But just like, I would say that there's a whole nother adrenaline rush to it though, that you
Exactly.
can't get from doing it for free. Cause like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it, but like, dang, it's seriously like a rush.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool. It's cool that like, I feel like I grab that, and then I grab, you know, being a dancer and being different things, like, because I teach hip hop also. So it's like all these different things of like hip hop just make like the videos that I create or make
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
different
It,
stuff.
it kind of connects in
Yeah.
some way, you know?
And that's why I see, like, I wanted to bring it up too, because it does correlate with your photography, because I see that like the struggle, the griminess, the props that you use, the like the different things, that the way that you take a photograph is it was very interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I think it's awesome. It almost felt like I knew, like, okay, what's your side gig? Like, what are you doing on the side? Like, and just hearing that you did tag before,
Yeah.
kind of makes it feel like there's more like in the photograph, because you're, you're in the eyes of an artist, really.
Right, right.
So, are there any big stories that, well, let me kind of rephrase that. So this is Shut Up and Fail, and the entire podcast is all about shedding light on failure. We shouldn't be afraid of failure, because every single time we do something and we fail, we learn from it. So I wanted to ask you, having all these different projects and having all these different pieces of artwork on your Instagram and everywhere, you've probably been through some failure stories.
Yes, yes, I have. A lot of them,
So
actually.
I want to at least dive into one of them. And you were kind of telling me about it before, but go ahead and kind of like just start the story out. What happened on this failure story that we were talking about before this podcast?
All right, I got you. All right, so how I was saying that I shoot at a lot of shows. Sometimes they come out successful, everything runs smooth. But there was this one time, one of my friends from Twitter, he's like a manager, great guy, he's cool guy. He told me, hey man, you want to go shoot for Chief Keef? And I was like, yeah, of course, Chief Keef's one of my favorite artists.
And for those of you guys that don't know who that is,
Chief Keef is a hip hop artist.
Look him up.
Yeah, look him up.
Sweet.
Maybe you guys have heard of Don't Like. He I think he remixed that with like Kanye West.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah. So he tells me to go out there. It's a show in Hollywood, I believe. And I go out there. I think I had even called off work. So I'm all excited to go shoot for my favorite artist.
That big opportunity.
Yeah, So I'm out there. What's it called? Luckily, I had bought a ticket for that show just in case. So I had bought my ticket and I went. But I was going for a media pass, I'm going to be there taking pictures backstage and everything. So I'm calling this guy. I'm like, I'm here. Where are you? He's not answering. I'm texting him. I'm on delivered. So I'm just tripping out. Like, is this guy gonna bail on me or what's going on? Cause I've had people bail on me before. Not in like for shows though. It's been like just normal photo shoots with models. You know? But so this was a little different, and I was just like, damn, I'm out here. Like I drove so far. I had even called off work. Like
called off work, bought your ticket.
Man,
You're all stoked up.
Yeah. And then like he was gonna perform at 10, and it was like 9:30, and I actually seen him. I had seen him when I passed by, but I still had to park, obviously. And I was like, all right, so it's gonna happen, And then when I park, I had parked right in front of the venue. And I'm looking for this guy. I'm calling him, and he's not there. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what do I do? And then I hit him up on Twitter. Nothing. I'm hitting him up. And then he never replied, never called me back or anything.
Wow.
So it was already 10, and I was like, well, might as well just go in. I have my ticket. And I go in, and I actually had a friend from high school there. So I was kicking it with him, whatever. He's kind of like trying to cheer me up because I told him the situation. And I see my friend on stage, dude, like when I'm there. And he's on his phone like, what? I thought your phone was dead. Like, or something,
Wow.
And what's it called?
So you were in the audience,
Yeah, yeah, I'm in
and
the
then you were
audience.
looking up on the stage, like seeing him,
Yeah, I
and
see
he
my
was straight up
friend.
like on his phone.
Yeah, this guy's like recording the whole thing.
So how'd you feel when you saw that?
Dude, I was upset. Like, damn, man. You know, but it's more like a lesson to me. You know, I learned off that people are gonna bail on you. You
Yeah.
know, like never really get your hopes up because you never know what could happen.
Mhm.
But anyways, yeah. And then I ended up seeing another photographer that I had met at another show. He's my friend as well. And I was just like, damn, dude, like I could have been up there with him.
Mhm.
Chief Keef's out here, like the crazy audience. It was like super turnt. And it was just kind of upsetting, like, damn, he really did this to me. I don't know if he was lying. I don't know what the situation was. I never really brought it up with him.
Yeah.
I still talk to him. He's a cool guy. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against him. You know, shit happens. You know,
Yeah.
maybe he couldn't get me in or something. You know, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, man, that happened. And then at the end of the show, when it was over, right when it was over, he texted me, "My bad, folk. My phone's dead." I was like, what? I didn't even reply. I had
Wow.
seen him on stage with the phone, you know? So
Dang.
I was like, well, this guy's just capping.
He's messing with your heart, man.
Yeah.
Messing with your heart.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I mean, it's all
I could
good.
just
It's
imagine
all
like
good.
standing, like just seeing you. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
And
imagine.
you got your ticket too, and like you took off work and all that. Like
Yeah.
you actually like went out there and did it.
Yeah, good thing I had my ticket, because imagine if I went out there with no ticket, I wouldn't even have.
So did
seen-
you come inside with your equipment?
Nah, I did. I was thinking about that. Maybe I should have tried it and said like, dude, I have a media pass for this. Who knows? They would have probably let me in. But at that
Yeah.
point, I was already like, just over everything.
Oh man, I feel like if you would have went up
Yeah.
there, you would have been frustrated. Like,
Yeah, dude. I'd have been so. I don't know, man. It was a mess.
dang. So you also said before you started out that like models, they like bail on you too.
Oh yeah. That happens all the time.
So
Pretty- I'm
I'm saying it kind of like in a surprise way, but I'm not surprised because
Yeah.
like that happens to me. That happened
yeah.
to me all the time when I was doing photography.
Yeah. It happens when you're starting up. It happens a lot. And then cause you kind of learn. You know when a person is like, either they just want to know your rate, or you tell them your rate and then they'll stop replying because maybe it's too much for them, or they expect you to be like, oh, don't worry about it, it's gonna be free. But now at this point, like, I don't do free work. If I do free work, it's because I'm offering, you
Yeah.
know? So like, it's just funny. It's honestly like kind of disrespectful when someone hits me up and like they think the work is gonna be free. Like artists do that too, like hip hop
Yeah.
artists. And then
I think that's artists in general. Well, like, or just. I mean, I've gotten that a lot too, where they'll just message you, like you said,
yeah,
and then it's like, did you want me to tell you like, $50
Yeah.
or $20? What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like,
yeah,
what did you expect? Like, you see the quality of work,
yeah.
so you should also like have a connected price.
Right.
I think that's really important for artists too, and I think that it's also a kind of like window to see how other artists reply, because I bet a lot of other photographers will get all happy feet and say, yeah, let's shoot and let's collab and let's do all this stuff and
Yeah.
let's hang out, but it's like, no, we got to get paid.
Yeah, dude, I turn down people all the time. I don't care anymore, like I've been doing photography for a little bit more over than a year. Yeah, a little over a year. Starting off, I know that you can't really charge, dude. You don't really have like work to even show. Like you gotta do free work when you start off.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always understood that.
So at what point did you like start charging?
Damn, that's a good question. I think it was after this photo shoot I had at a skate park. I don't know, dude. From that point, I valued my work so much. Like, I finally saw it that, like, dude, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, I always, like, had supporters and all that. They'll tell me, like, dude, your work is so good, this and this and that. And I'm just like, I was never content with it,
Yeah.
Like, I always thought I could do better. And I still have that mindset, But it was that shoot that made me, like, value my work so much. And I just said, nope, no more free work for no one.
Yeah.
Unless if I offer. Like, if I see a model that I find interesting and that, you know, I could probably do something cool with.
Yeah,
Then
I think
yeah.
in like when you're going down with prices with artists, for me, I see like two different things. Is like value, like knowing that you are giving them value, like they're gonna grab this and they're gonna be able to create something else with it. Like I've created videos where like free videos where I've given it to a client and then like they'll go and they'll make profit off of it, or they'll make money, or they'll show it like because it's a business promo. And then I realized like I didn't get paid for it, but they're still getting paid for it
Yeah.
like years and years over. So knowing like how much value you're giving the person, and then on the other side is how much do you value yourself? And I think like that's what like an artist will transition into after doing so many times. And I think that's why it's like not only important to do free stuff, but it's important to like see like practice and then see the results as you're going.
Yeah.
Because I bet you were just going, taking photos, and then finally got that. What was that saying? Like when you have to take 1,000 photos before you get a good one.
Yeah.
And like you probably got to that 1,000th photo and then looked at it and said like, yeah, I need to charge.
Yeah, that's like I was charging before. Don't get me wrong. Some people like right away they'll tell me how much do you charge, and then man, back then I used to charge like $30-$40 a shoot. You know.
That's insane.
Now it's different. Now I charge by the hour, and
yeah,
I still don't charge like what I should be charging, but
it's getting there.
It's better now.
As long as it's going up,
yeah.
And like
and usually people don't really complain. I'm telling you, it's just like the Instagram people that hit me up saying, "How much you charge?" And I'll tell them, and dude, they'll never reply. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I get paid for what I do.
That's good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've done. I don't do free videos at all unless if it's I don't do free videos at all, like just, but unless if it's for a charity work. So I'll do like hotline centers or like rape crisis centers where they deal with different domestic violence and they don't have budget. So I'll do different freebie stuff like that. But if you're just like an anybody, you just have a business and you're like, hey, do my free video, and then like there's so many opportunities and it's gonna be great and all this stuff. I'm like, I've got enough footage, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I have enough footage. I have enough stuff. Like,
yeah.
There's too much stuff to go around to even like stop and do that.
For reals, man.
But I would say if you are, for anybody that, we have like a constant saying on the YouTube channel that to create stuff and fail more. So if you are starting out as an artist and if you are a photographer like Jan, then go out there and do those free shoots and do those free things, because those are going to teach you that you are worth something and that you should be charging, and that, time is money.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, another thing to kind of put a note on that is that after doing paid shoots and starting to accumulate some money, you start realizing that you don't have to fear another artist. So like I started fearing like there's so many videographers, but the thing is like I'm not fearing artists anymore. I'm fearing the business person now. I think that artists, like, I don't care. I'll take you down. Like, if you're another artist, I'll take you down. But if you have a business mindset, if you know how to price yourself, you know how to talk professionally, then now I'm afraid of you. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What type of things do you post on your Instagram?
So
like I see you have this little thing going on, right? You have like 3 in a row. You like started doing that? Are you still doing that?
I'm not doing it no more, but
it's like lined up to this point.
Yeah,
still?
I mean, I was posting 3 photos of the same photo shoot just because I liked how my Instagram was looking. Because honestly, Instagram is the modern portfolio, you know? That's your portfolio. So if you have something nice for viewers to look, then you look legit. You look.
I like that. Instagram is the modern portfolio.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people they'll be like, "What's your Instagram?" Like say if I meet someone in LA or something and they want to see my work, I just show them my Instagram.
Yeah.
That's basically your portfolio.
Yeah.
So I try to keep that clean. I had a little concept going on with those 3 photos. I like what I was doing with that, but I just kind of got over it. Like, I don't know.
Instagram's always changing too.
Yeah, I felt like people were getting bored of seeing like me posting 3 photos in like 2 days. I don't know.
Do you think that was the truth, or do you think that was in your head?
I think that was just in my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Because
people,
I think it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. Honestly, it's cool, but I kind of wanted to switch it up.
Yeah.
I probably might even go back to it. Who knows?
Mhm.
But I mean, I like what I'm doing right now.
So what's your I mean, we're kind of getting to a point. So like, it usually people their like retention time is about like 10 minutes. So we're at 20 minutes. So all this stuff is
Yeah.
like the last little survivors if
Okay.
they even hear this. I want to ask like, what's your Instagram strategy? Like, what are you doing to be able to contact these people? Are you just finding like you said you were contacting managers?
They would actually contact me.
Oh, nice.
Before I started, like maybe like 6 months in, yeah, you're always the one that's like hitting people up for work, you know.
Yeah.
But now it kind of changed up. Like, I guess you could say I was kind of blowing up. No matter, people just started hitting me up, dude.
Yeah.
It was artists, like managers, just random people would just hit me up, man, and they'll be like, "Hey,
Did you
want
get
to
it a
shoot
lot?
here?"
I would imagine you would get a lot of like attention from the what are those shoots? The different like concert shoots.
Yeah, the shows.
And then you know how they if they're tagging you, are they tagging you and stuff?
Okay, so that's a big problem. It's like
Are they not tagging?
back then I used to just send the photos through DM because I don't know why I wouldn't send them through email. I don't know, man. I was learning, you know. So I was just sending them through DM, and more artists would actually repost my work through the DM. And when I just started emailing photos out to artists or even their managers, I'll send them to them. They will post them, but they will never tag you. And when I would DM them, they would tag me.
That's interesting.
So it was weird. Like, I would expect email to be more professional, you know?
Yeah.
And I would tell them too, like, all I ask for is some photo credit, you know? That's usually all you can ask for from like a hip hop artist or something.
Yeah.
You know, you can't tell them, "Oh, I want money off of this," because there's so many other photographers shooting at the show, you know? But yeah, I've had some people repost my work, some pretty big people.
That's interesting because I send all of my stuff through email.
Right.
And I find like kind of the same thing, like, oh, you should have tagged us, but I wonder if it would be different through DM.
Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Like, they're just weird.
Do you post your photos also on like do you have like a Facebook and like Twitter or any of that stuff, or
Oh,
any other like Pinterest?
Yeah, I post it on Twitter and Instagram. That's what I mainly post. I get some love off Twitter. What's it called? But Instagram that's like,
It's the primary spot.
yeah, that's where I usually post my stuff first. And then Twitter's just like a little extra thing, just so people could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I think that we're kind of pretty much done with this one. I wanted to give you a little chance so that you can just kind of let everybody know where they can find you on both Instagram and Twitter, and then maybe even shout your email out.
Okay. So my Instagram is Acer the Great, ASER the Great. That's my username for Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat too. I don't know if you guys want to add me on that, but yeah, that's basically all I use. That's the only social media. My email is john.romero56@yahoo.com. If you guys want to hit me up, schedule a shoot or something, let me know. We could work something out.
Request a quote and don't expect it to be free. So, yeah. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for listening to Shut Up and Fail. Don't forget to subscribe. Seriously, like, we're constantly creating content every single week, and all we ask for is that subscribe button. I know it sounds kind of corny. It sounds like, you know, every single YouTuber is like yelling that out. But if you got this far, might as well hit that subscribe button. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.